Hi everyone, this is WABC Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg, and this is Wake Up Weather for ABC7 NY and Weather or Not, sponsored by TD Bank. Well, we have a rough midweek to go through, kind of a bumpy ride all the way through Thursday because we'll have waves of showers or thunder showers that can drop some slow-moving downpours and cause some localized flooding. It's not happening all the time, but when it does, it can definitely be disruptive to your travel. And this is what we have to deal with through Thursday, these waves of rain, because there's a front stalled nearby and there are little disturbances that are riding along that front. Through the entire duration, the humidity will stay high. We're in a tropical air mass right through Thursday. But I'll tell you, the late week and weekend will be worth the wait. There's a nice push of drier air from the north that'll come in later Thursday, really Thursday night. We'll notice it on Friday, and it hangs in there right through the weekend. Even though temperatures are pretty warm, the humidity will be nice and low, so something to look forward to. In the short term, what we're studying is when are the pulses of the richest tropical air, the air that's most moist, that's going to come through over the next several days. We see a pulse that's coming through into Tuesday morning, especially along the coastline. That would leave the scene pretty early, and there's not so much of a trigger, or at least the moisture is at more of a minimum, even though it's still very humid out during the day. So while I think there will be spotty thunderstorms or showers on Tuesday, I think once we get past those early morning hours, there's not a lot of coverage going on. That'll change again as we go through later Tuesday night into the overnight, when another surge of very moist air comes in. We call it precipitable water. And again, it's definitely highest over parts of central and southern coastal New Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut as well. Again, we're at risk for some slow-moving downpours. The one problem is that moisture tends to linger into Wednesday morning, so that could be disruptive for the morning commute with continuing downpours or some standing water. I do think it diminishes a little bit during the Wednesday time period, but we'll still have to watch out for scattered storms in the afternoon hours. These dew points, which took such a nice dip to finish off last week, are hovering around 70 right through the day on Thursday, but then they crash nicely, and during the day on Friday we'll be in the comfortable 50s, and then over the weekend we'll hover in the upper 50s, lower 60s we'll get into on Saturday and Sunday. Definitely bearable, even a little bit below average for this time of year, and it'll be really warm and mostly sunny over the weekend. You're going to love it. Getting into some of the timing with our futurecast, there will be some spotty showers Tuesday morning, a lot of clouds around, maybe even a little patchy fog. And then spotty showers start to pop up. We noticed some storms popping up along a sea breeze front on Monday afternoon. I could see how that happens again. Just these little boundaries on the map, little areas of convergence would be enough of a spark to see a shower or thunder shower form. It's not everywhere, but they form, they're scattered, and then they're slow moving, and we have some localized flooding. For instance, on Monday afternoon, we had some flooding in parts of Rockland and Bergen County and into Westchester, and we may have that again. So as we go through Tuesday afternoon, storms are just kind of scattered. We have clouds and sun. Then, not so much Tuesday evening, but late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning is another slug of that very moist air. So I think showers and thunder showers become more widespread. They're definitely heaviest inside of I-287, meaning I-95 corridor points eastward, so a lot of central and southern New Jersey, New York City, Long Island, and Connecticut, whereas north and west, even though I can't rule out a spotty thunder shower, your better chance may actually be during the daylight hours on Tuesday as that sea breeze front or convergence tries to move inland. We have these scattered storms, whereas the nighttime showers and thunderstorms are more focused along the coastline. Again, we may have to deal with those into early Wednesday morning, slowing your travel down there. Once again on Wednesday, clouds will break for sun. It's kind of a lull in the action a good chunk of the day, and then scattered storms can pop up in the daytime heating during the afternoon hours. So if you're just sort of looking at the next couple of days, you're hearing showers and thunder showers in the forecast, but a lot of time during the day you have dry windows. I mean, it's warm and humid, but it's dry in terms of rainfall. So that's why I wouldn't cancel outdoor plans, but you have to have that plan to run inside during a downpour. Or just be vigilant, keep looking at the radars if you're going out and doing an errand, you don't want to get caught in one of those drenching downpours. Once we go through Wednesday night, a cold front starts approaching from the west. We're going to kind of be in a target zone for more numerous showers and storms. Whether that happens later Wednesday night or it waits until the day on Thursday, we're still trying to discern that. But it looks like with the front nearby on Thursday, that's more likely to be our most active day. So once again, on Wednesday morning, we'll get off to a slow start, a stormy start with some of the heavy downpours from overnight in the morning hours. The afternoon is probably just spotty or scattered. On Thursday, we have our most active day with showers and storms. We may pull the trigger on an AccuWeather alert for that day. And then you have the comfortable air making a comeback on Friday. Lower humidity, nice breeze, mixture of sunshine and clouds, and then high pressure sets up shop. A front is off to our south. We've got mostly to basically bright sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday with low, maybe borderline moderate humidity by the end of the upcoming weekend. You look at the overall steering winds, what's happening is there's a trough or a dip in the jet stream, Great Lakes into the northeast, and there's also all this very hot air down in the southeast, and channeling in between it are these waves of showers. So once they get kicked offshore, we kind of get the best of both worlds because we're not in the heat that 3/4 of the country is in. We get, at least seasonable to slightly above normal heat, but it's not excessive, and you have the humidity nice on the low side. By the time we get into early next week and borderline August 1st here, now we see that dip in the jet stream kind of ease and flatten out, and much of the country just goes into a very hot stretch. There may be some low pressure in the southeast with some rain that's keeping the temperatures down there, but overall, the entire country getting back into some of the heat. So we haven't had, 90s reappear here. Maybe we see that again as we go into next week. Climate Prediction Center actually mirrors that discussion, where above normal temperatures, a stronger signal now suggested for late July or the last few days of July into the first part of August. In terms of precipitation, not the strongest signal, basically near to slightly above normal during that stretch. Just going back to what we're seeing in terms of the highest rain chances, notice how a lot of the daytimes, whether it be Tuesday daytime, the percentages are low, whereas the nighttime into early Wednesday is high, maybe a break, another pulse Wednesday night into the part of Thursday, and obviously you have your low precipitation chances as you go into Friday and Saturday. This is what I wanted to discuss as well. The overall temperatures, there's definitely a lid on these temperatures because of additional cloud cover, a lot of humidity, the occasional showers. We don't get a chance to get too high. So technically, we're actually below normal for a good chunk of this week, but then we go above normal starting over the weekend and flirt with that 90-degree mark as we go into next week. In terms of the tropics, again, we're really in a quiet zone right now. The tropical Atlantic definitely catching its breath. All signals are suggesting we've got another quiet couple of weeks coming up. Then things could start to ramp up as we go into August. And just looking at some of the low-level spin on our long-range modeling, you're seeing some waves over the tropical Atlantic, but there's just nothing that organized. Every wave that comes off of the African coast seems to get sliced apart. So that's good news for now, but that doesn't mean the season will ramp up in a hurry as we go into August. So as we go into your morning forecast for your Tuesday, we start out warm and humid, lower 70s, mostly cloudy and muggy. There are some spotty showers from overnight. They're mainly east of New York City, maybe north as well. Through the day tomorrow, just a lot of clouds, intervals of hazy sunshine at times, and then a spot shower or thunder shower could bring a drenching downpour. 84 should be our high, and again, a lot of the times outside won't be raining, but there will be some spot storms that start to pop up. Air quality will be moderate. Again, the air continues to be cleaned out by some of these showers. UV index is still at a high 7. Sea and sand, a south wind at about 10 miles an hour, 1 to 3 foot waves. Those water temperatures for a lot of areas are in the 70s. There's been some upwelling in some spots in the 60s, east end of Long Island. Down the shore, there's some pockets of upwelling too. And the rip current risk is on the moderate side. Tomorrow night down to 72. Spotty evening showers, but then I think they'll become more widespread and heavy downpours later tomorrow night. So just be aware of that into your Wednesday morning commute. We may have some standing water there. So that's the first opportunity for maybe an AccuWeather alert if that continues to look like that. But a lot of the day on Wednesday after that moves out shouldn't be too bad from mid-morning on into mid-afternoon. Then just a scattered storm in the afternoon. Things do get more active, whether that starts Wednesday night or whether it waits till the day on Thursday. We're still trying to discern. But overall, that looks like a more active day at about 85, and then we finally dry out. The humidity drops Thursday night. Friday, a beautiful breeze, about 84. Dry heat on Saturday, again, low humidity. These temperatures are nice and warm. It'd be great beach weather, but the humidity isn't out of control. And lots of sunshine on Sunday. We start to feel that humidity creep in as we go into early next week, and temperatures won't be far from 90 all of next week. That's your way where the forecast is shaping up. You can always get your information on ABC-7 and why. That's the latest edition of whether or not we'll see you next time, rain or shine.